Hello everyone and welcome back to my playthrough of The Outer Worlds. Last time, a lot happened. Quite a bit. So, we solved the mystery. But before that, what did we do? How do we start off? I completely forgot. I think we were doing some side missions, just kind of cleaning up our to-do list, as it were. We also talked to the last big suspect, Cedric Kincannon, who is head of security in the area. And we did some side missions for him, and kind of basically crossed them off our list. We eventually got back to Ludovico and gave him our thoughts on who we think the culprit is, and we suspected him. And of course, he was very defensive and dismissive, like, oh, like, you're out of line, you know, you're fired, that kind of shit, right? But before we can get much farther than that, it seemed like he was under attack, and the connection got cut. So we went to go see what was going on, and that's where we bumped into Halcyon Helen herself. And we're like, how the fuck are you still alive? And she revealed the biggest secret of the Aetherwave industry. Halcyon Helen is two people. Twin sisters, to be exact. Ruth Bellamy, who is the main star, or actress, of Halcyon Helen, has a twin sister that goes by Belinda, and she was the one who was killed. And sure enough, it seems like Ludovico was the one that killed her, because he's also got another secret. He's the one that's been behind the whole Spectrum Brown poisoning people. He's been getting these parasites that we've been seeing around, cutting them up and putting their essences into Spectrum and making everyone happy, which is the effused people that we see. And Ludovico's plan was to basically spread Spectrum Brown throughout the colonies and make everyone live happier lives, which is pretty fucking twisted. So we escaped the complex, and, you know, Halcyon Helen is now in our penthouse suite where she is safe, and we said that we'd track down Ludovico and, you know, put him down once and for all, or at least arrest him or something, right? And she also suggested that we get Kincannon's aid on this, which I think we'll do. It was optional, I believe. So, yeah. All that. The bird drug. Oh, yes, and we had to create an anti-parasitic drug. Synthesize anti-parasitic, disperse it through Eridanos' atmosphere, and put it into Ludovico's plans. So acquire the essence of Sprat. Optional, recruit Cedric. Yeah. So let's go talk to him.
What floor would you like to visit?
I'd like to leave, please. Sure. We'll, actually, I think we'll probably need medical help, so we'll do this. We'll take Ellie with us, instead of Parvati. So, let's go talk to Mr. Kincannon.
Here they come!
I just wanted to make you smile!
Trying to infect me with your
This
sorrow?
reeks of unhappiness!
Get on!
Can't get away from me! No, sir! Feels good! I just want to be...
Life feels good! Something funny! Smile!
Alright, you know what? Is everyone here fucking effused?
I just want to be your... Not gonna let no one bring me down!
Nice hit!
Time for a drink?
Oh boy. I feel kind of bad killing all these people, but yeah. What you gonna do? Hopefully... looks like she's gone. Ooh. Okay. Prime opportunity to sneak in here. But there was nothing really in here anyway. Mr. Kincannon, are you up here? You are not up here. Can we take stuff from here? We definitely can. Steel hand cannon. Perfecto. Is there anything here worth stealing? That's the other question. Ooh, his gun collection. Can we steal those? No, we cannot. Sadly. Very, very sadly. Alright, nothing here really of import.
Here we go.
Now, got you, happiness!
We make quite a team, my friend.
To make you smile!
Oh, how'd you get in here alive? You are alive, yeah? And not one of them?
No,
No, you look clean. Good. You'd better get inside with the others.
will do. Mr. Kincannon.
Inspector, you made it. Well done. I'm afraid you may find the spaceport is, at the moment, less hospitable than usual. My apologies. Regardless,
Better be.
you must have some purpose here. Do tell.
I mean, what do you think my purpose is? Ludovico's behind everything. Will you help me take him down?
Oh, my. You mean Lou was up to no good this whole time?
Can you be smug later? Please, this is urgent.
I may hold you to that. But tell me, why should I help you, Inspector?
Ludovico wants to infect the entire colony with slugs. This is big.
When you put it like that, I would be heartless to say no. You can expect slug support. I'll arrange for my agents to meet you at the distillation station.
Thank you. Tell them to bring their best weapons. Actually, how did you know I was headed here?
There are slugs in the Spectrum Brown bottles, Inspector. I am operating on the theory that this is, perhaps, not good. As thrilled as I am to assist you in taking down Lou, we have barricaded ourselves in here for a reason. I imagine you have a plan for getting out of the spaceport safely?
I'm going to disperse an anti-parasitic. It's almost ready.
Are you really? Inspector, you are a marvel. Excellent work. I'll admit, I'm awfully fond of my agents. To see them restored will be a great weight off my soul. Thank you.
Plus, wouldn't be as costly, I'm sure. I'm working with Helen to create an anti-parasitic. We need essence of Sprat.
With Helen, you don't say.
Void, damn it. Did you know she was alive?
You flatter me, but no, of course not. Knowing implies certainty. I merely suspected. This anti-parasitic, it would restore my people to their original, non-infected selves? Safely?
I mean, that's the hope. I mean, if I wanted them dead, I'd just skip the anti-parasitic and just use a bullet. Pull it.
Law, but you like your extremes, don't you? Well, I'll take my people's probable cure over their guaranteed death. Coincidentally enough, Slug can supply you with essence of Sprat. Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman. You remember her. There's a package on the desk in her office. You'll find the essence of Sprat you need in there.
Well, how incredibly fortunate. Well, actually, yeah, this one. You told me you don't believe in coincidence.
You're right. I don't. Now then, is there anything else I can do for you while you're here?
What happened here?
Whew. Whatever it was, it happened quickly. Like a wave sweeping across the shore. We were overrun. Survivors are still trickling in. We've put out a call to slug agents not at the docks to keep their distance. With the warehouse's stores, Slug could hold out here for weeks, easily. Possibly months.
Okay, that's all. Alright, so let's get that, Hello, Ella.
Hey, Inspector! You're alive! That's terrific.
How you holding up?
Can't complain. Still slug-free. That is, I'm still slug, obviously, but I haven't been slugged. You know what I mean.
I need Essence of Sprat. Do you have any in storage?
You need... what? Why?
It's for an anti-parasitic I'm working on.
No kidding. I should have known you'd be on top of things.
Yeah, you should have.
That must be what's on my desk. We just got it in. Couldn't find it on any of our shipping orders, and none of us could figure out what in law's name it was. You're welcome to it. Just so you know, it's got a bit of a weird smell.
Stay safe.
You too, Inspector.
Want to guess which gland Essence of Sprat comes from? Yeah, me neither.
Synthesize the anti-parasitic. Alright, so where do I go for that? Well, first things first, looks like I need to leave. Looks like I need to go back to the penthouse. Whoops. Can I port now? Uh-huh. So let's examine... Ooh, I don't have 105 science. Leave it alone. What is my science? Science is 86. I'd still need to go quite a bit to calibrate and then pour in the ingredients. I mean, that would make sense. See a small ladle stuck against the side of the device. Label reads, Rizzo's Laboratory Centrifuge. No training required. All Rizzo's lab equipment has been designed for use by the unschooled worker. Insert ingredients, push buttons, and watch it spin. Oh, well. Maybe I should save first. Alright, let's do it up. Pour in the essence of Sprat and parasite eggs. The essence of Sprat smells vaguely like the rest and go on the Groundbreaker. Or possibly the Cantina in Edgewater. It's difficult to place, but your eyes water all the same. The parasite eggs sink into concoction, sizzling. You activate the centrifuge. The device does its work without any additional input from you. A swirl of bright colors entertains your eyes, and a few moments later, you hear a bright chime. Okay, so now I guess we disperse.
What floor?
Now I need to go to the pilot house.
Who's laughing now?
Who's laughing? Make him regret.
Here we go! May you find find peace
That
in
was
death.
fun.
Real funny.
That's the last of them.
Make you smile.
Okay, so where do we go? Go in there. Thanks for helping. I'm curious as to exactly how we're dispersing this. Oh. Welcome, T. Wolcott. Subject, terror trap. Walt, has the captain even read my proposal yet? I know she's not big on details, so try this next time you talk to her. If I don't stop those terror rays from nesting in the engines, there won't be a gyroscope for her to realign. Yes, I know that's a later problem. Don't mention that part. Thanks, Thelbert. Thelbert, good news. The plans were approved and we're sending you the requested materials. You can find your cabling in the terraforming control room. We don't have any spare screwdrivers, but try some spork and forks. The dirtier the better. A little grease actually helps loosen the screws. Regards, Walt. Good thinking, Walt. Let's see what's down here first. Huh. Spork and forks.
Greeting protocols suspended. All non-essential protocols suspended. Phaeton is standing by for larval compound dispersal.
What's your status?
Reactor stable. Compound dispersal may commence.
Okay. Load the antiparasitic. Disperse this instead.
Affirmative. Dispersing. Incoming message from Rizzo's distillation station.
What have you done? What in law's name have you done? You hijacked our atmosphere. Are you trying to kill us all? No. You're trying to kill my symbiotes. I'm not going to let you destroy everything I've built. I can still fix this. I can undo the damage you've done.
End of transmission.
Oh, we going to the distillation district. We're gonna have our little showdown, I guess. Looks like it won't let me port there. Okay, we're gonna have to take the long way around. Are we heading back to where we were before? Really? Looks like we are. Where are we? Oh, we're back here, huh? Alright, so where are we gonna find this guy? Oh, now we can go in here. I think it just brings the elevator down. Or up, I guess. Might as well level up. See, why is my science... Oh, because I guess... I was gonna say, why is my science, like, in the hundreds now, but it wasn't in the penthouse? And that's because we didn't have anyone with us. Yeah, let's do science. And then perks. %70 movement speed. Sure, let's do this one. Alrighty. Ludovico, where the fuck are you? Retro rockets. Ooh, workbench, sure. Won't say no to repairing my shit. Everything's modified, right? Yeah. See this? I love this gun, but it does so little damage compared to these guys. I think this only does like 100. I think I need to find like a new one. Assault Rifle Ultra. Is this a shotgun? The Needler. We should probably use the Needler. See, that's a cool looking gun. Costalrine? I don't know how many bullets this holds. Real life? Oh, you change it. So I'm guessing this does acid damage. This does some minus speed. And this just does, I don't know, corrosive, I guess? I don't know. This brings on armor. Sure, let's try this.
It's as I suspected. The facade is simply hiding the rot with... Here we go! That didn't work! Nice hit!
I'm fucking that!
Get past that orb!
Oh yeah, that's funny.
This is a weird gun.
Real funny. Giving me the chuckles you are. I'm not gonna let no one break me down.
Nice hit!
I wanted to make you smile.
So this does like damage over time as well.
Real funny. I I just want to be your friend!
You're not getting through.
So it's like stacking. I see above it.
Everyone all right?
Yeah, there's a weird gun. Don't know if I'd necessarily keep using it as like a main thing. Obviously, probably not.
I fear those parasites aren't being raised as part of the Spectrum Brown manufacturing process. We've got trouble!
This guy can't hear you laughing!
Oh, hi.
Something's coming!
Who keeps hitting me?
Something? Maybe? I just want to be your friend!
Everyone all right?
No. I don't think I can unsee that. I can't do that. So what's down here? Just more shit to collect.
Mess him up.
Down at me! Dial! Damn you! What could that have been? Keep your standards to yourself! Never felt so something's bumming me out! Not gonna let no one. I just want to be your friend!
No friends. I don't have any friends. I don't want any friends. I like being a loner. Ludovico's in there. Or at least that's the way to Ludovico. Are you guys still going at it?
I got another fighting me.
Alright.
Hope you're not afraid of heights.
No, I actually love heights. Alright, guess we're going up, down, further down. Why would a distillery need this many basements? And deep ones at that.
Maybe.
Been practicing this.
Just wanted to make you smile.
Why isn't B not working?
Your life was
There we
merely
go.
an illusion anyway.
And it looks like you missed.
Not gonna let you go. What's that on it? Did I hear something? Never felt so good in my life.
I just want to be your friend.
Our victory is their defeat.
Engineering ticket. Everything seems to check out on this tank, but I'm not exactly sure if the liquid it's leaking is supposed to be glowing or not. I'll have to send this up to corporate to see if we're working on a bioluminescent spectrum flavor or something. Yeah, you do that.
I don't know what we're gonna find in there, but based on what we've seen so far, I'd say be ready for anything.
Oh, don't tell me he's like merged with the parasites or some shit like that. Alright, let's save. Hello, sir.
Yes, I know you're hungry. Be patient. I'll feed you soon enough.
Oh, God.
Just a guest. The one I told you about. The inspector.
There's a giant one, isn't there?
Welcome. We were just talking about you.
There's something behind you. Or someone behind you. Or something.
You and I are standing in the presence of royalty. Don't worry. You'll meet her soon enough. I know what you've done. Hijacked Phaeton. Contaminated the air we breathe with your poison. You think you've saved this colony? All you've done is robbed Halcyon of its last chance at real happiness. And you've angered my queen.
I mean, do I really want this guy to monologue? I mean, I don't really, but I kind of also want to know what's going on. Fuck it. I don't care. Am I the only one tired of listening to this guy?
I don't know. I must admit, I find myself somewhat fascinated by his bizarre diatribe.
Nope.
Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to feed you to the queen, and then I'm going to find a way to repair the damage you've done.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid. She can smell fear, and it makes her absolutely ravenous. Your Highness! Dinner is served. Wait, no, not me. Them! Merciful law! Stop!
Man, I wanted to kill him myself.
How about that?
I think this is the first actual boss we've ever had. better fucking run, bitch. I think it's dead. What is this? Activate machinery cluster. Warning, steam pipe ventilation clusters are hazardous. Please maintain distance after activation to prevent unlawful information.
This machinery cluster is now active. Exercise caution.
Well, too late for that.
Here they come.
Like true professionals.
Administrator's access card? Sure. Administrator's finery? Nah. Nova Burst. Heavy? You know what? Why not? Might be a better gun than what I have. Okay, so what can I do in here? We'll unlock with the key. Light machine gun? Nah. No. So there's nothing back here. I need to go this way. Assistant Harwell. Oh, Jesus.
I guess happy customers really are repeat customers. Here, I had something I wanted to give you. This is a golden ticket, good for one free tour of the Purpleberry Orchards. This is my way of showing you that I appreciate you just for being alive.
I'm not gonna lie. That actually got me. That terrified the shit out of me. Him turning around with like the biggest smile and his like wide eyes. That just got me. Thanks, Harwell. I mean, he should be cured once he goes outside, I think. It's closed off, right? Yeah. Ah, this is where we were before. I think. Yeah, this is where Halcyon Helen was last time. So we ran through all that. Yeah. I remember now. Alright, and it looks like that's it, I think. Or not.
We're doing this. I'll show you happiness. I just wanted to make
Something's bumming me up.
Nice one. This reeks of unhappiness.
You die.
I just wanted to make you smile.
Fine hit, Captain.
Thank you.
Not gonna let
That's the last of them.
to make you smile.
Alright. I'm gonna port back there because I don't feel like walking. So I guess that's it. We took care of, well, Ludovico kind of took care of himself. Talked to Cedric and Helen. Are they both here? Well, there's Cedric.
Ludovico was eaten by a giant slug? What an absolute tragedy.
And Helen is here. There's Helen.
I must have dreamed up 100 different ways to kill Ludovico. I'll be honest, eaten alive by the queen of the brain slugs wasn't on that list.
You sound disappointed.
Is that so strange? I imagined this moment would be a little more cathartic. But Belinda's still gone, and I don't feel all that different.
So revenge won't bring your sister back.
I know. You're right. I can't go back to the way things were. I can't return to my old life because it was never my life to begin with. It was shared. Never mind, you don't need to listen to this. Thank you again for your help, Captain. I never would have made it this far without you.
Goodbye. And now to return back to the ship. How the fuck do we get there? Thanks for the help, by the way, guys. It's quite a fight, huh? Quite a sight to behold.
Welcome back, Captain.
Thank you.
Or shall I call you Inspector? What can I do for you?
I'm not the inspector anymore. I finished Eridanos' job.
During your absence, I passed the time by simulating a number of hypothetical conclusions to this case.
Oh?
Unfortunately, my understanding of the facts is limited, and my appraisal of the individuals involved is not flattering. Therefore, my conclusions are inaccurate.
Alright, humor me. Who do you think killed Halcyon Helen?
My simulations have yielded several possible causes of death. Halcyon Helen may have been killed by one or all of the following: asphyxiating on Rizzo's Spectrum Brown, grappling with a primal while inebriated, killed by an overzealous fan, death by automechanical, or profound loneliness. How close were my estimations?
Why don't I just tell you what happened?
Please, do so.
The real killer was Administrator Ludovico.
Administrator Ludovico killed Halcyon Helen? I have been programmed to simulate contempt and mild surprise. Mr. Ludovico had the audacity to hire you to solve a murder he committed?
Yep.
I am contemptuous and mildly surprised. This information is valuable to me. I will update my behavior simulation protocol accordingly. Thank you, Captain.
No problem.
How can I be of assistance?
That's it for now.
May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
True. Alrighty. Let's raise medical. What assigns to further reduce tinkering costs to 90%? I mean, yeah, let's do that. Because if that's the case, how much does this cost now? Let's hit this one. Yeah, wow. That dropped it a lot. Because these were like 790 or something like that. That significantly dropped it. So I did pick up this gun, the pen. I think it's, that really does look like a shotgun. Maybe not. Yeah, it's a shotgun. So I don't want shotguns. I don't like how shotguns are in this game. But the Nova Burst, let's try this one. Wait. Did I put the wrong gun in last time? I think I put the Nova Burst instead of the pen. Yeah. That's definitely a shotgun. They're both kind of like shotguns-ish. So I don't want either of them. I could give them to one of the other people. So let's do some tinkering. Why not? Yeah, see, now it's getting back to like 850. Dealer does such minuscule damage. It's level 32. Oh, it caps out at 200. That's good to know. I might as well do 40. Wow, that jumped up to 2,000. Okay. Let's see if there's a cap on this one. So it's 850. No, doesn't seem like there's a cap. Yeah. But we got up to level 30, and does a lot more damage now. Alrighty. Oh, let's, actually, it's okay. I was gonna break stuff down, but meh. Okay, so let's do... So we solved the other DLC, Peril on Gorgon. But I think let's get back to the main story for now. So the city and the stars. So we need to go to Byzantium. Byzantium. I know that we need to go back to a few places. We need to go back to Monarch. We need to go to Groundbreaker. And Byzantium. Let's go back to Groundbreaker and Monarch. Let's do this one first.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Right. Let's talk to some people first.
Clyde's got a crew of his own, huh? Good for him. Did you want to ask me something? Something else I want to talk about. Got a minute? I want to talk to you about this business on Gorgon. So we just sat around a table talking about a severed arm. Of all the weird things that happened on this ship, that ranks somewhere in the middle.
What do you think about this Lucky Montoya guy?
You ever watch The Masked Marketeer?
Sounds familiar.
Episode 5 of The Masked Marketeer. First appearance of a recurring villain. Big ol' galoot, built like one of those industrial-class garbage compressors. His name? Tiny.
Of course. Let him continue.
Every adventure serial's gotta have a supporting character with an ironical name. It's a rule of the Genry.
The Genry?
Masked Marketeer had a massive bruiser named Tiny, and we got ourselves a real unfortunate hullhead named Lucky. Coincidence? I think not.
Maybe you're onto something. Or genre, Felix. It's pronounced genre.
Genre, right. Thanks. I read that word in a poster once. Never actually used it in a conversation. Anyway, where were we?
I was about to tell you, You were talking about how this job feels a little different.
Exactly. That's what I've been getting at. We're freelancers. We take any job we can get. But this one? The dying message of a stranger. A severed hand delivered in a crate. Let's just say it beats flying around the colony running errands. So, of course, I'm gonna be excited.
I gotta hand it to you, Felix. You got a heart.
Hey, I get it. Gotta hand it to me. Severed hand. That's what you were going for, right? That wasn't what you were going for.
No.
Yep, I can tell by the way you're glaring at me.
We can talk later. See if I got any messages. No. Nothing. So nothing since the first one. Ooh. Guessing this is from Eridanos. Picked up a nice amount of souvenirs. Ooh, that's pretty. You got anything new to say?
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like.
Of course.
Something vexing you, Captain?
Yeah, what you just said. During the experience of the Hermits, you seemed somewhat at odds with your mother.
I wouldn't say my parents disowned me, strictly speaking. But before they died, they accused me of thoughtlessly abandoning them. I couldn't understand it. I was only trying to make them proud by becoming a better vessel for the plan, to feel the joy they felt. I was so certain my potential was wasted as a laborer, and was willing to risk everything just to prove to them that they were wrong. I was lost, misguided.
What's your take on the whole Gorgon business?
Perhaps it's just my judicious nature, but I think we should be careful if we're following up on this lucky fellow's message.
Why do you say that?
I've always felt caution as the best approach when one has delivered a message attached to a severed limb.
Fair point. Noted. What do you think he was saying?
He sounded lost, perhaps slightly untethered from reality. A feeling I know all too well. It doesn't strike me as a setup, but I still advise caution.
So you think we should look into it?
Why not? It is what we do, isn't it?
Talk to you later. What's up, Ellie?
Something on your mind?
Yeah, let's talk about the Gorgon job.
If there's one thing you could say about Lucky Montoya, he was always at the center of a story. Guess this is fitting.
You knew Lucky Montoya?
Sure. Like Ada said, he was a big name among freelancers. I met him at Lost Hope once. He was buying rounds for everyone and telling a story about one of his jobs. Pretty sure half of it was made up.
Why do you say that?
You ever get the feeling someone's just trying too hard?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna ignore that bit of subtext, Captain. There was just something about Montoya I couldn't quite trust. He was always the center of a room, and he slapped a lot of backs to stay there.
So?
I'm trying to say that if he screwed this job up, that's on him. I still like our odds. He may have had a rep, but you're more capable than he ever was.
Wow, that's nice of you to say. Actually, only because I got a great crew on my side.
Yeah, well, just remember that when we get paid. What's on your mind?
Any idea what happened to him?
From his arm? The decay makes it hard to tell. Could be a lot of things. Torn off by something with big teeth, torn off by something with big claws, torn off by someone with a moderately sharp blade. Or maybe he just got too close to heavy machinery.
Okay.
Sure. Something on your mind?
Nah.
Hey, Cap.
What's up? Let's talk about this Gorgon job.
Sure.
How you feeling about it?
Right now, I'm feeling like a canid following a trail of treats. Like I'm being misled at best. At worst, walking into a trap. Keep those eyes open, Captain.
It's all for now.
Hey, Cap.
What's up? Going to talk to him?
Battery levels are fully charged.
No. Where's Pavarti? Oh, she's back there now.
Felix keeps asking me to watch some adventure serial with him. It's not my thing, but he's real sweet about it.
You met that automechanical clanking around the ship yet?
Oh, you mean Sam? He's just the sweetest, ain't he? A real charmer, my dad'd say.
Really? He's a cleaning automech.
What, just because he scrubs the floors means he can't be a pleasant fella too? You should try talking to him. You'll see. He's a hoot.
I mean, I have talked to him. Alrighty. So we need Felix with us. It was Felix, right? Yeah.
Is one healthy if they are well adjusted to a sick society?
Sure, why not? Oh, Rosanna.
This is Halcyon News.
You mind trying to have a moment here?
Well, I'm trying to interrupt that moment. Are you Rosanna Trask?
Yeah, I was called that once upon a day. You need something?
I'm looking for a guy by the name of Rufus Trask. Told he lived around here?
Rufus and I are no longer on speaking terms. I don't know where he is. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Show her Harlow's emblem. If you know where Trask is, you want to tell me. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to go that route. No, the aggressive route. I'm on the level. You can ask Junlei about me.
You're telling me you're on a first-name basis with Ms. Tennyson?
I repaired the groundbreaker's radiators for her.
Yeah, the promenade doesn't feel like I'm walking the surface of Tartarus. So that was you, huh?
Sure was.
Rufus is hiding out in Emerald Vale. Got a few friends with him. That's as much as I know.
Got a few more questions.
Please, just make it quick.
You and Trask split up?
That's right. Our marriage contract expired some months ago. And seeing how he's technically an outlaw, I wouldn't renew even if I wanted to.
How much do you know about Harlow?
Precious little. He and Rufus worked together on the groundbreaker some years back before he vanished. A few years later, Rufus gets a message from an old friend. Something about starting a revolution, something about getting rich. Abandoned his work and ran off that very day.
Sounds familiar, Felix.
So Clyde sent Trask the same message he sent me. What's the problem?
Word of advice, kid? Anybody carrying on about a revolution just wants to sell you something.
Yeah?
I don't know Harlow. Never so much as bandied a word with the fellow. You're better off having this discussion with Rufus.
Harlow tells me Trask betrayed him. Do you know anything about that?
Only that Rufus is in a bad way. He came to see me a little ways back. Said he had to go into hiding. Never asked why. He was here to collect his personals, complain about Harlow to me, and say goodbye. In that order.
He didn't tell you anything about him?
No, and he was particular about that. Said I was better off not getting entangled in his mess. Little late for that, says I.
Fair enough. I'll leave you be.
Appreciate it. No offense meant. Just been a long day is all.
Well, hope you have a good rest of your day. Okay, so I guess we're heading back to our, where we start off in Emerald Vale.
How does what feel?
Serving an instrument of corporate supremacy?
Oh, I wouldn't know. I've given up my days of being a cog in the machine of oppression.
Something's telling me I'm being mocked right now.
No.
I've given that up as well, Mr. Millstone.
Alright, let's head to the Emerald Vale. Yeah, Edgewater.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
Thank you kindly. So, where do we want to go? All the way up there. That way. Yeah, I don't know if everything scales, like if the enemies scale along. I don't think they do, so should be mighty easy to kill things around here. Is that a marauder? Those are marauders. Let's see.
Right, let's dance.
Oh my god, yeah.
Hiding. Find you.
Who's shooting me?
Oof.
Damn, destroyed that thing. Okay, can we get up there through here? Yes, we can. Oh, yeah, I remember being here before. There were primals here before. In front Trask. Sup, Mr. Trask?
I don't know who you are or why you're prowling around here, but I'm willing to make a guess. You're one of Harlow's gun hands, ain't you? He sent you after me.
Your wife told me where to find you.
Former wife. And if you so much as hurt a hair on Rosanna's head, I will put you in the ground.
Relax. She's fine.
Yeah, okay. I'm having a conversation with a hired killer, but I'm supposed to relax. Thing is, you and I are at an impasse. Harlow wants me dead, and I've got no intention of dying.
Why did you betray Harlow?
How do I know that I can trust you?
Well, yeah, if I wanted to kill you, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Yeah, guess that's a fair point. Listen, I don't know what lies Harlow's dripped down your ear, but you'd be a fool to trust him.
Yeah, probably.
I never betrayed Harlow. Harlow betrayed all of us. The board's got him in their pocket, been paying him off for years. All that palaver about revolutions? It's a lie.
You can't be serious. I've known the guy for years.
Yeah, that's about how I reacted when I found out. That's the whole truth. Harlow's just another board asset. A 2-bit mercenary wearing a dissident's clothes.
Hold on, you got some explaining to do.
Say your piece.
Why would the board buy off Harlow?
Because he's for sale. Anything the board can buy, the board will buy. And that includes loyalty. Harlow was a charismatic bastard, and he was ruthless. With Harlow in their pocket, the board had an informant, a pirate, a smuggler, and a gang leader all rolled up into one odious excuse for a human being. Sounds like a deal to me.
What was Harlow doing for the board?
Board-sanctioned piracy. Harlow went after the ships the board wanted destroyed, capturing anybody the board wanted captured. If we captured you, we'd ransom you. Harlow liked to do the job himself. Gather up the captives on his own ship, vanish for a couple of days. Only that's not what happened. Harlow's been selling his captives off to the board. I don't know where they ended up. Re-education, Tartarus, maybe worse.
So you're asking me to take you for your word. Show me some evidence.
Yeah, I've got proof. There's always a paper trail when the board's involved. I chanced upon some correspondence between Harlow and his employer. I don't know that it makes a difference. What was I to do with that evidence? Bring it in front of the board? There's no authority in Halcyon willing to take Harlow to task.
Yeah, there is. You're looking at him.
Huh. You ain't like other board agents I heard about. You got a functioning spine. You want to confront Harlow yourself? Be my guest. I hid my papers before Harlow chased me out. Back in the middle of the base, there's an old vent in a utility corridor. I stashed my evidence in that vent.
Alright, I've heard enough.
Take it you've made up your mind.
I'm not going to kill you, Trask, but I'm going to ask you for your ring.
You gonna tell Harlow I'm dead? May as well. I'm never going back to that life again. Here, take the ring. And for what it's worth, my gratitude.
Take care. So, he said it was back in the base, right? So we'll head back there and look for it. And then confront Harlow. Harlow's base. These motherfuckers had me flying halfway across the galaxy. You know, for all this talk of tossball, never even seen a fucking game. I don't even know what it looks like. I mean, it kind of looks like lacrosse to me, but who the fuck knows? Oh, this is clearly not the way. No, that's not what I wanted. Or not what I wanted. Is that on? I think it's the other side.
That machine stole my bin. Why do we even have one?
These receipts detail payments made to C. Harlow on behalf of the board for freelancing services. Included are the names of several freighters targeted by Harlow's crew, their manifests, and the sum value of all cargo delivered to board authorities. Alright, time to confront.
What's the word?
Trask got a lot to say about you, Harlow.
Not surprised. Trask was a dead man trying to negotiate with his own executioner. He'd say anything to preserve his life.
Trask told me you've been working for the board.
That's a damning accusation. Am I right to presume you have some evidence on hand?
You've been bought off. I got the receipts.
Those papers don't prove a thing. We've all done business with the board. They own the whole damn colony. Trask put you up to this. That miserable wretch. He's trying to undermine everything I stand for.
When we met, you told me Trask was an informant for the board. You were lying.
You've got a lot of nerve calling me a liar to my face.
Come on, Harlow. Why would Trask rat you out to your own employees? Or employers?
How should I know? What the hell do I care? Trask was a traitor. I didn't ask you to understand his motives. I asked you to cross him off.
Clyde, look me in the eye and tell me it's not true. Tell me, and I'll believe you.
Don't talk to me like I'm some common criminal, Felix. You're the one on trial, not me. I don't know what kind of poison that snake dripped in your ear, but as far as I'm concerned, you've been compromised.
Jackass is incoming!
Oh, jeez.
That's one down. one down. What was that? Heard something. What was that? What's going on?
What was that?
That's the last of them.
Why do I feel like I just got taken for a ride by the... what's his name? Not Harlow. Trask. Well, at least now we can take this shit. And again, might as well buy the ammo. Yeah, sorry, Felix. Sorry, man. I don't know, this whole situation sucks.
I definitely won that round.
You always seem to, huh?
That's because I'm usually right.
Next time I work the scorecard.
Oops. Is he gonna be in his room? No, he's right there.
This is definitely not how I imagined it'd end. The void's black, water's wet, and Clyde hated the board. That's something I just knew. Now? I don't know. I don't know what to think.
You never really know what's going on inside somebody's skull.
No. I guess you really don't. I've just got a lot on my mind right now. This is a lot to take in. I always looked up to Clyde. The thought that he could be an agent of the board is just abhorrent to me.
Money changes people. The board probably offered Harlow a lot of money. Or actually, you know what? No. I can understand why you're upset. You feel like he betrayed you.
Yeah, he did. And I'm not sure how I'm gonna get over that.
It'll pass. Give it time.
I hope so. I don't see this one passing anytime soon. You've given me a lot to think about. I'm gonna be mulling over this whole mess for a couple of days. Part of me wishes we put Trask in the ground. You know, I think that's just my frustration talking. Thanks for your time, boss.
Of course, man. So, let's do this other one. Star-Crossed Troopers. Guess it doesn't really matter where we go.
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
And we want to take Nyoka with us. And let's see where we are supposed to go. over there. I guess this is the closest place. Which way? That way. Oh, great.
Incoming. Down they go.
You know what the great part is? We are like so overpowered than when we were here last time. We were having such a hard time with these guys. But now it's like 2 shots and they're dead.
Let's clear this sulfur-sodden fucks out so Hayes can rest in peace.
Good hit. Perfection.
Hayes' grave. Buried near the surface of Hayes' grave is a small lockbox. Its hinges rusted through and its wood almost completely rotted. It nearly falls apart in your hands, but in it you manage to find a tarnished silver medallion bearing the names Karen. Or Charon? Sharon? Now what do we do? Give Nyoka the medallion. Okay.
Hayes was the best self-sacrificing son of a saint I ever met. Halcyon is worse off without him. Now, if we're gonna lure the Manta Queen out, we'll need to find Rebecca and Anders. They took a UDL contract on Terra 2. We never heard from them again. I think
we were
it's
just
time
on
I call
Terra
in a
2.
favor with Hiram. If anyone can track them down, it's him.
Hold on. Tell me about the UDL contract.
I don't know much about it. It paid well, so they took it. They said they'd be back in a couple of weeks and that maybe we could all use the money to get off Monarch. That was a long time ago.
You didn't try and find them?
I should have. I really should have. But soon after they left, Hayes and the others died. And to be honest, after him, I stopped trying. Because it hurt like hell to do so.
For what it's worth, I'm glad you're trying to confront it.
Thanks. I'm still not convinced I won't come to regret it, but we've started down this path. Might as well see it through. Maybe it'll stop me screaming at night.
Oof.
Now come on, let's make tracks before Hiram dies of old age.
Yeah, fair. How the fuck do we get up there again? I know there were some stairs around here. There. Hello again, information broker.
So much for peace and quiet. Would it kill the universe to cut me some slack?
So about that ship.
Yes, the one that crashed. I saw it on the security feed. A bit grainy, but an invigorating watch all the same. What about it?
Xander and Zora have decided to work together. They're going to share both Stellar Bay and the module.
Ha! Oh, that's a good one. You're not serious, are you? Yes, well, let's see how long that lasts.
Ship crashed due to a parts failure.
Not surprising. Replacement parts are rare, so the cost of even a simple repair can exceed an arm and a leg. I take it you investigated the wreckage?
Mm-hmm, sure did. The inside was a complete wreck. I'd say the problem originated in the engines.
Don't guess the captain would have quite pegged the price of disrepair being the cost of their lives, but these things happen. A shame. I would have enjoyed investigating the mystery further.
It was pretty wild, wasn't it? Us sharing the experience of seeing it crash like that.
Is this bonding? I'm not sure I like it. Next, you'll be asking me how I got the scar on my chin when I was 11.
I don't see a scar. How did you get the scar on your chin? You can barely see it.
Most of it's underneath along my jaw, but yes, it seems to have faded with time. Moral of the story is, never run with scissors.
Oh. I've actually had that happen to a friend when he was younger. He fell with scissors and went right into his. It was bad. Where do you think the ship came from?
The board has a blockade of gunships that patrol Monarch. Not a ton, mind you, just enough to deter the masses. I am curious as to what downed it. A faulty part wouldn't be wholly unusual. The supply for new mechanicals is tight. Ugh, now I'll never sleep. Unsolved puzzles really torque my sprockets. If you find out what happened, sell me the info.
So, okay, let me just clarify. The scissors didn't actually go in, but like the underside of it like just kind of cut him, right? And it wasn't just like up, it was like it cut sideways. It was weird. Like weird things happen when like you trip and fall, right? Like things go in weird angles. So the blade was kind of like this. So yeah, I don't remember if he had a scar. Like this is when I was like 7 or 8, but I do remember it happening. Never mind.
I'm getting a headache behind my left temple. What could be causing it? The glare from the terminal screen? Or something else?
Tumor. Could be a tumor. Nyoka needs a favor. Actually, I'd like to secure some information.
Business is good on account of you, and hard work deserves a return on investment. Ask me what you will.
I don't know if there's anything new. Yeah, there's nothing new.
How low you see.
Okay, so Nyoka needs a favor.
Oh, great. I love doing pro bono work for friends.
Aw, you called us friends.
Yeah.
I'd normally entertain your self-aggrandizing delusions, but this time it's important.
Important to you is not the same as important to me. Although I do recognize that you may have earned some goodwill during your months laboring for me.
Oh, wow. Alright, she's your friend and she's in need. You're the only one who can help.
Tug on my heartstrings, why don't you? Look, I'll do what I can, all right?
Rebecca Hodges and Anders Wadsworth. They took a UDL contract back when Monarch went to ship, and I need to find them. I believe them to be on Terra 2.
If UDL hired 2 hunters back then, it would have been for creature clearing purposes round one of their Spacer's Choice outposts. These are the coordinates for the outpost under the last UDL contract. Now scram. And, good luck.
Thanks.
Give my regards to Phineas.
Hey guys, sorry about the cut. Of course, something always has to go wrong. My OBS just decided to kind of glitch out right after I left the Hiram's place. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit ahead of where I was, and it's been a long time since I saved, and I don't want to kind of replay an area just for like 5 minutes worth of content. Not even 5 minutes, probably like 3 minutes. I can just tell you what happened. So we went back to Terra 2, found out where her friends were inside like an old encampment, and found their dead bodies. And we collected their medallions and found like a note there, like journal logs, saying that they had made a mistake running away and, you know, wish that they hadn't. So Nyoka is like pissed off, saying like, you know, these guys were like idiots for running away, all that kind of shit. And like what we could do now is clear out their old base of like the Mantiqueen. So, and she told us the password for the base is Charon, CHARON. Really sorry, guys. Again, it's been so long since I saved, and I don't want to play another 45 minutes just for like 3-4 minutes worth of content, you know? So, wait, why are we still at Monarch? Oh, right, because we are at Monarch.
Please avoid Damaging your...
Something's always got to fucking go wrong. I'm really sorry, guys. We want to go. That's a big bitch. Where are we going? Up that way.
Whew.
Okay, so Karen. Alrighty.
Oh, here we go. Nice one. You're just that good.
Hmm. It's over here. Oh.
Nicely done.
Thank you, thank you. Opals, Karen medallion. Clara. Nyoka's literally the only one left. Oh wait, that's where we came from. Where does this go? Nowhere really. Place glands. Alright.
Well, this is the spot. You know, I thought I'd be angry. I thought I'd storm in here in a rage and exterminate all these bugs and everything would be all right in the end. But I ain't. I'm mostly just empty. A little sad, maybe. The first night Hayes and I spent in here, we knew it was home. It's safe. It's got a nice chill to it. But mostly, it doesn't stink of sulfur.
You know, it did feel a bit different when we walked in.
Monarch folks often joke about it. Not because of the smell or the grittiness it leaves in your throat. Not because of the headaches or the coughing. It's because there's no escaping it. It's life here, and there ain't anything you can do about it. But here, somehow the sulfur never made it. The nights we spent in here felt like vacations. So we started building.
You built all this? The space?
We hauled in steel. Hired sublight folk to help. That's how we met Anders and Opal. They stuck around after our contract was up. Opal liked camping. Anders liked chasing her tail. 4 of us for a while, scraping together what bits we could to build our home. Then came Rebecca, a sawbones out of the Cascadia survivors, who took a kindness to Hayes. And Clara, her little sister. I'll admit I wasn't keen on taking her on at first, but for a teenager, she was surprisingly capable.
Must have been a brave kid.
More like attached at the hip to her older sister. Got a kind of strength between them, I suppose. She had a head for numbers, helped us trade hides for food and materials, negotiated contracts. Turned out to be mighty useful. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, and me. 6 folks, 1 name, 1 family, Charon. Despite Monarch trying to kill us day in and day out, we managed to belong.
You are family. I'm sorry they're gone, Yoka.
Me too, Captain. But I'm starting to think that maybe I found another. Now let's get to shooting before I get all sentimental.
Incoming!
Oh, jeez. Where? Oh.
Solid kill!
Oh, yeah. We made short work of these guys.
Everyone all right?
Oh, yeah. Mantipillar?
I wish these were more auspicious circumstances, but at least we're all here. This bringing them together, burying them. This is the kind of thing Hayes would have done. That makes it stupid. By all accounts, we should have left well enough alone, but that also makes it right. Captain, thank you.
You're welcome, Yoka.
You mind if we rest a spell before we head out? I'd like to bury Opal and Clara proper before I lay everyone's medallions to rest.
Yeah, of course. Of course, although I think you should hold on to the medallions.
What? Why? Them's painful memories, Captain.
They'd like to be remembered once in a while, even if it hurts.
Huh. That ain't a bad point. All right, Captain. Thanks.
So Opal Obliette, one of the very few who deserve better. Rebecca Hodges, at the very least you came back to us in the end. Anders Wadsworth, between Raptidon and women, he died doing what he loved, chasing tail. That's funny. Jackson Hayes, his most egregious crime was having the gall to die before me. And Clara Hodges, the closest thing to a sister that I ever lost. Yeah, that's really sad. But they're all here, inside the cave. Alright. And all that's left is Byzantium and Gorgon.
I am a dirty, autonomous digital astrogator, Sam. I haven't cleaned my internals in ages. Can you hardly process the sheer quantity of dust built up in there? Tell me you've seen worse. We'll continue this later.
Why is this a thing now? I love how the screen is like flickering on Ada, but it's like meant to be. It's like programmed in-game to do that. Like if I move, see it now flickers different directions. That's really cool. And if I step back, like it stops, or if I get closer, it kind of stops, you know? That's really cool. I like that. But that will do it for this episode. Again, really sorry about the game kind of glitching out, the recording glitching out, rather. Again, I felt like it would have been such a waste of time for something that wasn't really... It wasn't even the end of the quest, it was like in the middle. It was a bit of an important part, maybe, kind of seeing the bodies and reading, but yeah, again, didn't really miss much. But I'll make sure to keep an eye on my footage, but anyways, doesn't matter. Next time, I'm not sure if we'll do Gorgon first or if we'll continue on to Byzantium. Because I feel like going to Byzantium, it seems like it might be the last planet, because I think it's the only planet we haven't gone to yet. Actually, let's see. Yeah, I don't think we've been to Typhon yet. I don't think we have. Typhon, Hephaestus, and Tartarus, and Gorgon. And Olympus. Okay, so we still got quite a bit. Yeah, we still got quite a bit to do, to be fair. I'll probably leave Gorgon off for a little bit. Want to continue the main story for a little bit. So, we'll head to Byzantium next time. Hope you guys are enjoying the playthrough. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.